The world is filled with breathtaking destinations, but not all adventures end in postcards and souvenirs. From the dizzying cliffs of Mount Hua in China to the fatal twists of Bolivia's death road, these places are as deadly as they are fascinating. This is a countdown of Earth's most perilous places, where tourism can turn into tragedy. These are 10 places too dangerous for tourists. Number 10. Mount Hua, China. Located near the city of Weiyan, Mount Hua is one of China's 5 great mountains, and it draws thrill seekers from around the globe. But what many don't realize is that this picturesque peak comes with a deadly reputation. The most notorious part? The infamous plank walk in the sky, a narrow wooden path bolted to the side of a sheer cliff thousands of feet in the air. With only a basic harness and a thin wire for support, one misstep could mean a fatal plunge. Weather conditions can shift rapidly, turning the path slick with rain or ice. And with minimal safety barriers and crowds of tourists jostling for space, the danger is very real. Over the years, numerous deaths have occurred, though the Chinese government is reluctant to publish exact figures. Despite its spiritual significance and incredible views, Mount Hua is not for the faint of heart. It's often dubbed the world's most dangerous hike, and for good reason. The adrenaline rush comes at a steep price: your safety. So unless you have a strong grip, no fear of heights, and a very good life insurance policy, this is one tourist destination best admired from a distance. Number 9. Death Road, Bolivia. If Mount Hua gave you vertigo, just wait until you see what Bolivia has in store. Welcome to Death Road, the most dangerous road in the world. Officially known as Yunga's Road, this infamous stretch winds from La Paz to the town of Coroico, descending over 11,000 feet through misty mountains and dense jungle. But don't let the scenic views fool you. This road is a death trap. Barely 10 feet wide in many sections, with sheer cliffs dropping more than 2,000 feet on one side and no guardrails to save you, a single wrong move can send a vehicle tumbling into oblivion. Nicknamed Death Road for a reason, it's estimated that 200 to 300 people died here every year before a safer bypass was built in the mid-2000s. And yet, thrill-seeking tourists still flock to the old route, often descending the entire stretch on mountain bikes. Fog, landslides, waterfalls spilling directly onto the road, and oncoming trucks make this one of the most extreme adrenaline experiences on Earth. Crosses and memorials. The cliffs, grim reminders of just how unforgiving this path can be. Whether you're behind the wheel or on 2 wheels, Death Road doesn't care. It only takes one mistake. It's not just a road trip. It's a test of your nerve and possibly your fate. Number 8. Snake Island, Brazil. Think a deadly road is terrifying? Now imagine stepping onto an island where death slithers beneath every leaf. Welcome to Snake Island, Brazil, one of the most forbidden places on Earth. Officially known as Ilha da Queimada Grande, this isolated island lies about 20 miles off the coast of São Paulo. At first glance, it looks like a tropical paradise, but no sane tourist would ever set foot here. Why? Because it's absolutely crawling with one of the world's deadliest snakes, the golden lancehead viper. This serpent's venom is so potent it can melt human flesh and kill within an hour. And worst of all, there are estimated to be 1 to 5 snakes per square meter. That's right, you're never more than a few steps from a lethal bite. The Brazilian government has completely banned public access to the island. Only a few approved scientists are allowed to visit, and even they go in with extreme caution. There are legends of a lighthouse keeper and his family who lived there until they all died from multiple snake bites while trying to flee. Today, Snake Island remains a biological nightmare and a living horror story. No souvenir is worth the risk. This isn't just a place you shouldn't visit, it's one you're not allowed to. And trust us, that's a rule worth obeying. Number 7. Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. If Snake Island is a jungle of venom, then Turkmenistan offers something straight out of the underworld, literally. Say hello to the Door to Hell. Located in the Karakum Desert, the Darvaza gas crater, better known as the Door to Hell, is a massive fiery pit that's been burning continuously for over 50 years. It all started in 1971 when Soviet geologists accidentally drilled into a pocket of natural gas, causing the ground to collapse into a cavern. Fearing the release of toxic gases, they set the crater on fire, expecting it to burn out in a few days. But decades later, it's still blazing. Measuring about 230 feet wide and 100 feet deep, the crater glows like a portal to another dimension, spewing heat and flames into the night sky. While it's become a bizarre tourist attraction, getting there is no easy feat. The surrounding desert is harsh, remote, and poorly marked, and the ground around the crater is unstable and prone to collapse. Authorities have considered sealing it off, but the flames rage on. Standing at the edge feels like staring into Earth's fiery core, a hypnotic, hellish sight that has claimed curious thrill seekers before. It's beautiful in a terrifying way, and a strong reminder: not every natural wonder is meant to be explored up close. Number 6. Lake Nyos, Cameroon. From the blazing inferno of Turkmenistan, we now plunge into a serene-looking lake in Central Africa that hides one of the most silent and chilling killers on Earth, Lake Nyos in Cameroon. At first glance, Lake Nyos appears peaceful, nestled in the volcanic crater of the Cameroon volcanic line. But beneath its calm surface lies a deadly secret: a massive reservoir of carbon dioxide gas. This rare phenomenon, known as a limnic eruption, turned catastrophic on the night of August 21, 1986. Without warning, the lake suddenly released over 100,000 tons of coke, creating a deadly cloud that silently swept through nearby villages. Within minutes, 1,746 people and over 3,500 livestock suffocated, without a single visible injury. Survivors describe the air turning thick, the smell of gunpowder, and a suffocating stillness as life around them dropped dead. The eruption displaced water 300 feet into the air, leaving behind terrified, confused communities. The danger isn't over. Though degassing systems have been installed to vent coke from the depths, the lake remains unstable, and similar lakes in the region are under close watch. Lake Nyos serves as a haunting reminder that nature's deadliest weapons don't always roar, they whisper. It's not volcanoes or tsunamis that make this lake terrifying. It's the silent breath of death itself. Number 5. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. After the eerie stillness of Lake Nyos, we head to a place so hot, toxic, and alien it barely feels like Earth. Welcome to the Danakil Depression in Ethiopia. Often referred to as the hottest place on Earth, the Danakil Depression lies at the meeting point of 3 tectonic plates, constantly ripping the ground apart. Daytime temperatures soar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit or 49 degrees Celsius, and the landscape is a chaotic blend of lava lakes, sulfur springs, acid pools, and salt flats. Despite its colorful, almost surreal beauty, this is one of the most inhospitable environments on the planet. The air here is thick with toxic gases like sulfur dioxide and chlorine. The ground can be unstable, with bubbling acid beneath thin crusts. In some areas, just taking a deep breath can burn your lungs. The region is so extreme that NASA and other scientists study it to understand what life might look like on other planets, particularly Mars. To make matters more dangerous, the area is not just physically treacherous, it's politically unstable too. Armed conflicts and banditry have occurred near the border with Eritrea, making travel here risky even with a guide. While it's a magnet for adventure seekers and scientists, the Danakil Depression is no vacation spot. It's a brutal reminder of Earth's raw, untamed power, and a place where life struggles just to exist. Number 4. Kilauea Volcano, Hawaii. From the scorched, alien landscapes of Ethiopia, we now journey to paradise, though this paradise has a fiery secret. Welcome to Hawaii's Kilauea Volcano, where beauty meets explosive danger. Located on the Big Island of Hawaii, Kilauea is one of the most active volcanoes in the world. Its eruptions are not rare events, they're a regular part of life. Between 1983 and 2018, Kilauea erupted almost continuously, reshaping the land and threatening nearby communities with rivers of molten lava. While the volcano is closely monitored by the U.S. Geological Survey, that doesn't make it safe. In 2018, a major eruption destroyed over 700 homes, sent lava fountains 300 feet high, and even created a new coastline. Roads melted, toxic gas filled the air, and massive cracks opened in the earth. Residents had to flee with little warning, and entire neighborhoods vanished beneath lava. The danger isn't just the eruptions, it's the volcanic smog or VOG, a mix of sulfur dioxide and other gases that can cause severe respiratory issues. Even the ground can be deceptive, with hidden lava tubes collapsing beneath unsuspecting hikers. Despite its mesmerizing beauty and spiritual significance in Hawaiian culture, Kilauea remains a powerful, unpredictable force of nature. It draws tourists in, but one misstep could bring them dangerously close to Earth's molten heart. Number 3. Mount Everest, Nepal, and Tibet. From the fiery depths of Kilauea, we now climb to the roof of the world, Mount Everest. But don't let the majestic views fool you. This towering peak is as deadly as it is iconic. Standing at 29,032 feet, Mount Everest is the highest mountain on Earth, straddling the border between Nepal and Tibet. Every year, hundreds of climbers flock to its slopes, lured by the dream of conquering its summit. But the journey to the top is fraught with danger, and not everyone returns. Extreme altitude sickness, freezing temperatures below -40 degrees Fahrenheit, and unpredictable avalanches make Everest one of the most lethal destinations on the planet. The air is so thin in the death zone, above 26,000 feet, that the human body begins to slowly shut down. Even breathing with oxygen tanks becomes a struggle, and one wrong step can send climbers tumbling into crevasses or down icy cliffs. What's more chilling? Over 300 climbers have died attempting the summit, and many of their bodies still remain on the mountain, frozen in time, serving as grim markers along the trail. Despite the danger, tourism continues to rise, sometimes creating traffic jams on the summit route, where delays can be fatal. Mount Everest is not just a climb. It's a high-stakes gamble with nature, where the price of a selfie at the top could be your life. Number 2. Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, Ukraine. From the bone-chilling heights of Everest, we descend into a ghostly wasteland frozen in time, the infamous Chernobyl Exclusion Zone in Ukraine. On April 26, 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear power plant suffered the worst nuclear disaster in history. Reactor number 4 exploded during a flawed safety test, releasing an enormous cloud of radioactive material into the atmosphere. The nearby city of Pripyat, once home to nearly 50,000 people, was evacuated within hours and remains abandoned to this day. Today, the exclusion zone spans about 1,000 square miles, a haunting landscape of crumbling buildings, overgrown amusement parks, and decaying remnants of everyday life. Nature has slowly reclaimed the area, but radiation still lingers in the soil, air, and structures. While guided tours are allowed in limited areas with protective measures, the risk remains very real. Hotspots of lethal radiation can still be found, and prolonged exposure can cause severe health issues. Perhaps the eeriest part? Life never really left. Mutated plants, animals, and haunting silence make Chernobyl feel like a post-apocalyptic world. Despite the danger, thrill seekers and urban explorers continue to visit, drawn by curiosity, history, or sheer adrenaline. Chernobyl is a powerful reminder of mankind's ability to destroy, and how nature, even when poisoned, refuses to stay silent. Number 1. North Sentinel Island, India. From the radioactive silence of Chernobyl, we journey to a remote island in the Indian Ocean that's not dangerous because of nature, but because of its people. Welcome to North Sentinel Island, a place where outsiders are not just unwelcome, they're attacked on sight. Part of India's Andaman Islands, North Sentinel Island is home to the Sentinelese, one of the world's last uncontacted tribes. Believed to have lived in complete isolation for over 60,000 years, the Sentinelese fiercely protect their land and way of life. Any attempt at contact has been met with violence, arrows, spears, and stone weapons. In fact, the Indian government has made it illegal to approach within 3 nautical miles of the island. In 2006, 2 fishermen who drifted too close were killed, and their bodies were never recovered. More recently, in 2018, an American missionary who attempted to make contact was also killed, sparking international headlines and a renewed debate over human rights and tribal preservation. The danger here isn't just physical, it's ethical. Outsiders could introduce diseases to which the Sentinelese have no immunity, potentially wiping out an entire culture. That's why the island remains strictly off-limits. North Sentinel Island is not a place lost in time, it's a fortress of survival. For tourists, it's not just dangerous, it's a line that must not be crossed. The world is a stunning yet treacherous place, and these locations prove that some beauty comes with a deadly price. Which of these terrifying spots shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and thanks for watching.